Dear students, today we will discuss about defects in modern periodic table or demerits of modern periodic table and periodic trends which are present in periodic table. First we will discuss about demerits which present in periodic table. Demerits in modern periodic table. Demerits in modern periodic table. There are number of demerits which present in modern periodic table. We will discuss one by one. First is the hydrogen have not proper place. First demerit is hydrogen have not proper place. Hydrogen have not proper place. Hydrogen kept in first group with alkali metal as well as in 17 group halogen elements also, because properties of hydrogen resemble with alkali metals as well as halogen elements also. That's why it kept in first group as well as in 17 group halogen elements, because properties of hydrogen resemble with alkali metals as well as halogen elements, 17 group elements. Second one is the second demerit is two subgroup are present in a single group. Two dissimilar elements are present in a single group. It is major defect in modern periodic table. Two subgroup present in single group. Two subgroup present in single group. Third is the metals and non-metals have also not proper place. Metals and non-metals have not proper place. And fourth one is the lanthanide and actinoids have a not proper place also, because lanthanide and actinoid elements are present below periodic table. That's why we can say that they have a not proper place. Lanthanide and actinoids have a not proper place. Lanthanoids and actinoids have not proper place. These are major drawbacks which present in modern periodic table. First one is the hydrogen have not proper place. Second one is the two subgroup present in a single group. That's why two dissimilar elements are present in a single group. Metals and non-metals have not proper place. Lanthanoid and actinoids have a not proper place. Now we will discuss about the periodic trends in periodic table. Periodic trends in periodic table. Periodic trends in periodic trends in periodic table. Periodic trends in periodic table. In periodic trends, we will discuss about atomic size, electronegativity, atomic size, variation of atomic size, electronegativity, ionization potential, ionization potential, ionization potential, that is IP, ionization potential or ionization enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy. These are the important periodic trends which are present in periodic table: atomic size, electronegativity, ionization potential, electron gain enthalpy. Now we will discuss about these trends one by one. One more: metallic and non-metallic character. Metallic and non-metallic character. Non-metallic character. First, we will discuss about variation of atomic size. Variation of atomic size. Atomic size. To explain atomic size, first we need to know about atomic radii. Simply, atomic radii is the distance from center of nucleus to the outermost orbit. Simply, we can say that if we are going to explain about atomic radii, then we can say that if we are going to explain about atomic radii, then simply we can say that it is distance from center of nucleus to the outermost orbit. It is distance from center of nucleus. This one is the center of nucleus. Center of nucleus. And this one is the outermost orbit. So this one is the center of nucleus and it is outermost orbit. So distance from center of nucleus to the outermost orbit is known as a atomic radii. This distance is known as a atomic radii. This is the atomic radii. Distance from center of nucleus to the outermost orbit is known as the atomic radii. Now we will discuss about covalent radii also. Covalent radii, covalent radii, covalent radii. If we are going to explain about covalent radii, then we can say that it is half of internuclear distance between two bonded atom of two different molecules. It is defined as the half of internuclear distance between bonded atom of two different molecules. For example, if we have taken two different molecules or two separate molecules like this was the first molecule A and this was the second molecule. This was the second molecule. This was the second molecule. B. This was the internuclear distance and half of this internuclear distance is known as the covalent radii. If this one is the D, then this half distance is known as a R, and in this way R is equal to D by 2. Covalent radii is equal to the half of internuclear distance between two bonded atom of two separate molecules. So this one is the internuclear distance, and half of this internuclear distance is known as a covalent radii. RC, covalent radii. Covalent radii. Okay, student, please write down these data in your copy. Now we will discuss about van der Waals radii. Van der Waals. Van der Waals. Van der Waals radii. Van der Waals radii is equal to the half of internuclear distance of two non-bonded atom of two separate molecules. It is defined as the half of internuclear distance up to non-bonded atom of two separate molecules. For example, if you have taken one molecule, this one is the one molecule A, and this one is the another molecule B, another molecule D. These are non-bonded atoms, and this one is the internuclear distance. This one is the internuclear distance. If this distance is D, internuclear distance is D, then Ra, van der Waals radii Ra is equal to D by 2. Ra is D by 2. So van der Waals radii is equal to the half of internuclear distance up to non-bonded atom of two separate molecules. This one is the van der Waals radii. Now we will discuss about the variation of atomic size while moving from left to right in a period and while moving from top to bottom in a group. Variation of atomic size. Variation of atomic size. Variation of atomic size in period. While moving from left to right in a period, with respect to increase in atomic number, but cell remain constant, hence nuclear charge increases, and if nuclear charge on nucleus increases, then effective nuclear charge is also increases. Hence, nucleus apply high attractive force on valence shell electrons, and in this way, constriction in atom takes place and atomic radii decreases. So, we can say that on moving from left to right in a period with increase in atomic number, effective nuclear charge is also increases, and if effective nuclear charge on nucleus increases, then nucleus apply high attractive force on valence shell electrons, and in this way constriction in atom takes place and atomic radii decreases. That's why we can say that on moving from left to right in a period, atomic size decreases. For example, if we have taken second period like lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and fluorine. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and fluorine. Then on moving from left to right in a period, with increase in atomic number like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. With increase in atomic radii, effective nuclear charge increases but cell remain constant. That's why nucleus apply high attractive force on valence shell electrons, and in this way constriction in atom takes place. That's why atomic radii decreases. Atomic radii decreases while moving from left to right in any period. Here lithium have larger atomic radii and fluorine have a smaller atomic radii. You should keep it in mind while moving from left to right in a period. Atomic radii decreases because with increase in atomic number, effective nuclear charge increases, but cell remain constant. That's why nucleus apply high attractive force on valence cell electrons, and in this way constriction in atom takes place. That's why atomic radii decreases. But while moving from top to bottom in a group, this one is variation in period. In group. In group. In group. While moving from top to bottom in a group, with increase in atomic number, number of cell also increases. That's why atomic size also increases. While moving from top to bottom in any group, with increase in atomic number, number of electrons increases. That's why number of cell also increases. And in this way, atomic size also increases. For example, if you have taken first group alkali metal like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. If we had taken lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium, and moving from top to bottom in a group, top to bottom in a this group, with increase in number of electrons, number of cell also increases. That's why atomic radii increases. Here lithium have a smaller atomic radii and francium have a larger atomic radii. This one is the smaller atomic radii, and the francium have a larger radii.